Here we go. So we should be live already. What's up, folks? No video. Yeah, I should be already streaming. Please let me know if you guys can hear me or see me. Hello, folks. Angela, Ava, Nikki, Ailitach, Lynn, Toxic Ties. There you go. Hello. What's up, folks? There you go. Hello. Guys, and what's up, guys? Esteban Lopez, he's over there. Welcome back to another live stream. How are you guys doing today? Good? Were you guys able to trade Amazon, as I suggested earlier on today? That was a good call out, guys. Yeah, let me see if I can get on my let me see. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Please drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. Okay. Ava, Old for 2, Angela, Wesley Winston, Loads and Foods Worldwide. Where are you guys at? Apld, yeah, I got some calls. Yeah. Much love, brother. Same for you, bro. Of course. Sure. Are you guys nervous about Apld? I got let me see. I got September calls. 4 contracts. Yeah, I'm in the money as of now. I'm making some money here. $38 actually. Yeah. So if you hear someone talking to me, be aware of the fact that the guys from my Discord in English could be interacting with me. Take a look. As you guys can see here. So if any of you guys want to, wants to ask me a question or make a comment or something, feel free to do so. So this is my Discord. And that's just in case. If someone wants to make a comment or something. Apld, AMD, Amazon, Google. Yeah, we'll go over all of those stocks. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. So what happened today in the markets, guys? Green day across the board. And today we had a very positive breadth, which wasn't the case yesterday. So the Russell 2000 went up today 1.68%. The Nasdaq went up 0.97%. The S&P 500 went up 0.80%. And the Dow Jones went up 0.94%. So a green day across the board. But today, unlike yesterday, guys, we had a very positive breadth. Yeah, the markets yesterday were very weak and most stocks out there went down. And take a look at the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. Out of the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500, all of them went up today, led by energy, up 1.40%. And the only 2 sectors that closed in negative territory were consumer staples down 0.12% and real estate down 0.64%. A very positive breadth. Take a look at the performance of the stocks inside the major indices. So in the case of the Russell 2000, we had 1,517 stocks going up and only 398 stocks going down. Very positive, guys. Take a look at the S&P 500. The SPY, 374 stocks went up and 128 stocks went down. So what's not to like here, guys? Yeah, sometimes I see you guys like trying to, trying to short uptrends. And in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense. I have been telling you guys that you need to respect the trend. And if you try to guess stops, you're going to be wrong 8 out of 10 times. Believe me. Why do I say that? Because I made that mistake. Why do I say that? Because we are about to make a brand new all-time highs in the SPY or in the S&P 500. And believe me, guys, and I'm telling you this ahead of time, before the SPY hits 613-ish, which is the all-time highs, and in the case of the S&P 500, in the case of the cash index, all-time highs is at 6,148 points. If I can remember correctly, you will see a lot of people out there talking about a potential double top. Mark my words. We'll see about that. Okay. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, we had 76 stocks going up and only 25 stocks going down. What's not to like here, guys? Oh, by the way, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., we have the core PCE data report coming out. That is supposedly the favorite inflation gauge of the Federal Reserve. And in my opinion, I could be mistaken. And if I'm mistaken, that's good, guys, because I can adjust my criteria depending on the technical charts. It should be a nothing burger for the most part, in my opinion. So I'm not expecting much movement out of it, but you should know that at 8:30 a.m. that report is coming out. So a very good breadth today. And if we take a look at a 4-hour chart of the SPY, take a look. Why would anyone buy puts here, guys? For real. Why would anyone could be thinking about shorting the SPY, about grabbing puts, or I don't know. Why would anyone would be thinking about borrowing shares here in order to short the SPY? There's a reason. At all. This is a clear upturn above all the moving averages. The 5-day moving average is upward sloping. And all-time highs is at $613 and, I don't know, 30 cents. This technical chart, and unless something unexpected happens, is signaling that we are about to see a brand new all-time highs in the case of the S&P 500, guys. The SPY. Yeah, the tape is under the total control of buyers. Can this situation change? Yeah, it could. But as of now, guys, this is what we get. So, and you guys have noticed that, hi Alvaro, please talk about IWM. Okay, sure, I'll do it. No problem. Yeah, that's a different story, right? The IWM. You guys have noticed that we are having very narrow ranging trading sessions. Take a look at what happened today in the case of the SPY, guys. 1 day, 1 minute. So the trading session unfolded, guys, within a $3 range. So there's no volatility, and the SPY is not providing many trading opportunities. So what do I do in this case? This is a tape that is clearly under the control of buyers. So when we have these kind of narrow ranging trading sessions, such as the ones that we are seeing lately, I am not forcing trades on the indices. I am not buying either calls or puts of the SPY, because you have to be extremely accurate, guys, in order to nail a trade on the SPY within a $3 range session. You have to be extremely accurate. I am not that accurate, to be honest with you guys. And I think I would say that I have a very good understanding about the SPY, but I don't like forcing trades. So what I am doing is taking advantage of the fact that buyers are in control, and I am trading individual stocks, such as Amazon, which I suggested to you guys earlier on today. Take a look, guys. So let me go to Chris Saint's Discord. Okay, take a look. Okay, this is the stock and options. Okay, this is my channel on Chris Saint's server, and take a look, guys. 9:26 a.m. Happy Thursday for ya, blah, 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 blah. And at 9:26 a.m., guys, I told you, and by the way, Amazon is making a new high for the session after hours. I said, I am still keeping an eye on Amazon, potentially consolidating above $213. I was keeping an eye on this level, guys. Take a look. AMZN. And this is a trade that I took myself, by the way. So, look, $213. Take a look at this red line, guys. Above the 5-day moving average and above the 20-day moving average. So I was also, and I said I'm still keeping. Take a look, guys, at this white line. And I have been telling you guys about the 5 DMA, the 5-day moving average, for centuries. So this is since I am a short term trader, let's just put it that way, and also a swing trader. I use a lot the 5 DMA in order to determine who is in control of minor time frames. I use this moving average a lot. Take a look at what happened 3 trading sessions ago. We had a test of the 5 DMA. It acted as support. Take a look at yesterday, guys. To the penny. It acted as support to the penny. So today we saw a retest of the 5-day moving average as soon as the trading session opened, and this thing went ballistic. And I actually took this trade. Yeah, and I called it out. So in the case of Amazon, we might have, yeah, I mean, this is a very good looking chart, guys. It looks like we have, you are in both YouTube and Discord, it will echo. That was my problem. Have to mute one. Oh yeah. Yes, because we have. Yeah.
You need to pick one. You need to pick one soundtrack.
Yeah, correct. So I mean, yeah, guys, if you guys are on Discord, yeah.
Mute YouTube, and you have the video on YouTube, but just hear here in the voice channel.
Yeah. So if you guys are, yeah, because the YouTube is lagging for something like 3 or 4 seconds. Correct. So you can mute YouTube and watch the stream on YouTube, but you can pick up the audio from Discord. Yeah, there you go. Because again, guys, this is we're doing things differently this time around. So I am live streaming for both servers, Crcl and mine. But in the case of my server, which is this one, as you guys can see here, yeah, I am in the voice chat, as you guys can see. So if anyone wants to ask a question, go ahead. So we were talking about Amazon here, and this is a very good looking chart, guys. We have a potential upcoming level of resistance for Amazon at $219. Take a look, previous resistance. Say that Amazon consolidates above $219, and especially if the SPY keeps melting up, we can have higher prices here coming up for Amazon. This is a very good looking chart. And get this, guys, the SPY or the S&P 500 is about to hit a new all-time highs, and Amazon, as of now, is still trading 10% of the highs, almost in correction territory. So if the markets keep going up, this technical chart of Amazon looks very promising. Yeah. If we take a look at the market structure of Amazon, let me take a look at the demand and the supply of Amazon. What do we see here? Let's go see. Take a look, guys. So this is a market structure chart. This is a tool that I use always in order to visualize imbalances between the demand and the supply of any given stock. So what you guys can see on top is the demand of a stock, or the demand. When I say demand, I am talking about buyers. And at the bottom, the supply, sellers. So the demand in the case of Amazon is, I mean, it started to go down a few days ago, and now it is starting to look a bit flat, which is good. And take a look at the supply, sellers. It is collapsing. I can reconcile this market structure chart with this 4-hour chart, in which we can see Amazon trading above all the moving averages. Amazon recaptures $219, and I think that this technical chart could be attracting more buyers, and we could potentially be about to see higher prices in the case of Amazon. Say that, I don't know, maybe the markets pull back tomorrow as a whole. I would be keeping an eye on the same level that I just told you guys about, $213 approximately. So slightly above the 5 and the 20-day moving average, we have the level that I just mentioned, $213. I think that if we happen to see a bit of profit taken here, and Amazon keeps going up after hours, I don't know if we got some good news or something, but in the case of a retest of $213 in regular market conditions, I would be looking forward to buying the dip on Amazon. Very good looking short. Yeah. Trump is talking now, SK is saying. Is he talking about Amazon? I don't know. Maybe he's talking about tariffs, right? Because this is a stock that could be potentially affected by tariffs. So good. And take a look at AVWAPs, guys. And you know that this is a technical indicator that I love. Let's go see some anchor VWAPs in the case of Amazon. AMZN. Okay, there you go. Look. We don't have important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Amazon. Take a look at this anchor VWAP, guys. This is an anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from all-time highs. So Amazon reached $242 back in early February. So the average market participant that started a position on Amazon on February 4th, as of now, has an average price of $200. They were, of course, adding to their positions, and as of now, they have an average price of $200. So what message is this anchored volume weighted average price line sending us? Well, that the average market participant that started a position on Amazon at its highest price right now has an average price of $200. So we didn't have a lot of buyers trapped with losing positions above the current price of Amazon. That makes me believe that potentially, and I always talk about possibilities and not certainties, as you all should do. Amazon takes out 219, guys, and I think that this stock is after raises. And a pullback down to $213 could be in my opinion, a buy the dip opportunity. How about that? Yep. Are you live like this on video during the day with your Discord channel? So as of now, guys, I have 2 different patrons. This situation has been an issue. Why is it? You guys know that I have been running my own Patreon in Spanish for 4 years and a half. So what happened? Most of you guys, or some of you guys, were signing up for my Patreon in Spanish. It was an issue, guys, because on my Patreon in Spanish, all the information that is being posted, and also my live streams throughout the whole trading sessions are, so all the stuff that is being posted on my Patreon in Spanish is either written or spoken in Spanish. So a lot of you guys ended up signing up for my Patreon in Spanish, and I had to reimburse you the money because you didn't understand anything. Most of you guys don't understand Spanish. So you guys suggested to me during 2 years and a half or so to start a Patreon and a Discord in English, so you could be more in touch with me, and I ended up doing it. It's done. So now I have a Patreon in English. So if you want to be like more in touch with me throughout the trading sessions, you can find the link in the description box of this video or in the description box of this live stream. And I am not live streaming in English. I mean, here and there, I am hanging out with the guys in the voice chat, so they can ask me whatever they want to ask me during the trading sessions. But this is our main chat, guys. I am answering in our main chat every single question I am being asked. Take a look. This is the main chat today. So as you guys can see, I was very active, and I am also narrating the trading session on a real-time basis over here. I have a channel in which I am calling out bulls and strikes on a very real-time basis. So if you want to be more in touch with me, because what's going on here in the case of Crcl's Discord, guys, we are 30,000 people. It's impossible to put up with your questions. Impossible. So I am active, as you guys can see, on my channel. I'm very active, as you guys can see here, as well, calling out levels of the SPY. Today I told you guys about Amazon at 9 a.m., but I cannot answer your questions, guys. When it comes to Crcl's Discord, it's impossible. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. 30,000 people, guys. It's impossible. So you guys told me to start a Patreon and a Discord in English, and now you guys have it available if you want to sign up. If you don't want to sign up, that's okay, because I'm still, in touch with you through my pro investor channel on Christian's Discord. And let me go to our server in English. Does a Patreon in Spanish offer more information? No, it's the same information, Esteban. It's the same information. We have a watch list. We have, the difference between our Patreon in English and Spanish is mainly the live streams that I do every day throughout the trading sessions. But again, guys, I've been running my Patreon in Spanish during 4 years and a half. So, I have a very consolidated community over there. I didn't need to start a Patreon in English. I did it because you guys told me to do so during 2 years and a half. And now, finally, guys, and this is something that, was frustrating me a lot because I wasn't able to answer all of your questions, guys. You see? And now I am able to do so because we finally started the Discord in English, okay? If you want to be more in touch with me throughout the trading sessions. That being said, yeah, finally, Aisha, yeah, because you guys were reaching out to me. The other day I had an in-person meeting with some of you guys here in Charlotte, in North Carolina, and all of you guys were complaining. All of you. Alvaro, how can I be in touch with you throughout the trading sessions because I send you DMs on Discord and you never answer? It's impossible, guys. 30,000 people on Crcl server. Unbelievable. Yeah, when I first joined Crcl's community, we were 10,000 guys. 10,000. We are 30,000. Chris YouTube channel is about to have 1 million subs, guys. 1 million subscribers. Unbelievable, guys. How do we join that bilingual Discord? No, it's not a bilingual Discord. It's a Discord in English. You have the link in the description box. Yeah, of this live stream. If you want to join, that's it. Okay, no problem. But finally, guys, I was able to start the Discord for you. English speakers, people. There you go. Yeah. Okay, what's the next stock we are going to go over? Let me know. Apld, Applied Digital. Let's go check that out. Let me go ahead and check this stock. So it went up today 7% and it closed the trading session at $10.56. Guys, the other day, I don't remember when, I got an unusual call options alert on Applied Digital. I don't remember because we are also posting unusual call options alerts and put options alerts as well on our Discord, right? And I would say that since we got that unusual call options alert, that alert made me feel a bit bullish about Applied Digital. This stock recently got good news that were related, if I am not mistaken, with Crcl. And I was keeping an eye on this moving average, guys, the 5. Look. Take a look at how this 5-day moving average, this white line that you guys can see over here, has been acting as resistance. Look, over and over and over and over and over and over again. So today, Apld was finally able to burst above the 5-day moving average. Guys, I have been keeping an eye on this stock during the last 6 trading sessions or so. Look, resistance to the penny, to the penny, to the penny, to the penny, to the penny. And finally today, buyers were able to bring price above the 5-day moving average. So I decided to buy some calls. So what could be the bullish, the potential bullish scenario here for Applied Digital, Apld? Take a look at how the 20-day moving average, the 20 DMA in pink, is coinciding with a previous level of resistance. I'm thinking that if Apld can take out this level, $11.10, we have a potential gap up to $12.55, which happens to be a previous level of resistance back from June 12th. So I like the fact that buyers were able to burst above the 5-day moving average today after a lot of trading sessions, guys, failing at doing so. So this is bullish in minor timeframes. So we can still argue that Apld is trading below the 20 DMA, which is not necessarily bullish. But this is, I think that this stock is going in the right direction. We just need we just need to see buyers being able to recapture $11. I think that this is a trade with upside potential here. If we take a look, I don't know if I have the market structure of Apld ready. Let's go see that. So let's go see Apld. I might not, right? Let me see. And again, guys, we had a very positive catalyst recently. And take a look at how the reaction of the market was very positive. Because I think that Apld, I think that we got news between Apld, Applied Digital, and Crcl on that day, guys, on June 2nd. And take a look at how this stock went on a tear, guys. It went up 129%. So then the news got sold, and maybe this is a time for buyers to step in and bring this stock up to higher prices. That could potentially be a scenario here, right? And I have told you on multiple occasions, guys, that for the most part, in 90% of the cases, I only trade the shorts in front of me. But headlines drive price. And we got very good news here. And now this stock gave up most of the gains, guys. Now, this has been a retracement of how much? 32%. There you go. So I don't have the market structure ready. I don't have it available, right? Let me see. Apld. No, I don't have it available. Apld. Okay. Let me see if we can see something interesting about Applied Digital Corporation. So take a look. This could be the potential gap to the upside. Or the next potential gap to the upside. So if we take a look at an anchor VWAP, at an anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from all-time highs, we get an average price of $12.14. So what message is this anchor VWAP sending us? Well, that the average market participant that started a position on Apld from all-time highs at $15.40 as of now has an average price of $12.14. If we reconcile that AVWAP with this 4-hour chart of Apld, take a look. It is pretty much the gap that I just told you guys about. $12.58. This could be the potential next gap to the upside. So it is looking good. I think that we potentially have higher prices coming up for Apld. And by the way, guys, and this is something that is worth pointing out. This is a small position. I got calls for September 19th. I paid $2.22 per contract. So I can manage this position without being too stressed about it, right? Yeah, because guys, say that I call out a trade on Amazon or on Apld or on any given stock. If I buy a call option for September and you buy a call that expires tomorrow, we are not talking about the same trade. I buy extrinsic value. And by the way, and this was an exception to the rule because I have told you on multiple occasions that I don't like trading or that I don't like buying options on stocks which implied volatility is higher than 70%. But in the case of Apld, the IV rank is below 50%. So that's why I made an exception to the rule here. And on top of that, we have an unusual call option alert. I don't know if I can see this here, guys. Let me see. I think that this was a recent alert, guys. So I can tell you guys about it because Apld was not on my radar And the unusual call options alert was like, okay, so someone is bullish here and is putting a lot of money on the table, but I don't see it here. So these are the unusual call options and put options alerts that we post on Discord. I don't see it, guys. I don't know. It gotta be somewhere around here, but I would have liked to tell you guys about the alert, but I don't see it here. So yeah, I don't see it. Whatever. But yeah, we got an alert. So well, we'll see what happens with Applied Digital. The short is it's looking good. Let's just put it that way. Yep. So what other stock you guys want me to talk about? Wow. Let me see. Let me scroll up. BBAI, Big Bear AI. Let me see. Wow. Big Bear AI Holdings. So take a look. This stock collapsed yesterday, and today it recovered all of the losses from yesterday's trading session. So this stock went up today 20%, and it closed the trading session at $5.80. Guys, I was actually looking at BBAI earlier on today, but I mean, I was looking at this stock because I noticed that yesterday this stock collapsed. It went down like 20%. But take a look at the spot at which the bulls managed to find support at, guys. Take a look at this white line. Again, guys, none other than the 5 DMA, none other than the 5-day moving average, as you guys can see here. Look, to the penny. It was holding the 5 DMA, and the 5 DMA moving average is upward sloping, which is very positive. But guess what, guys? I do not trade penny stocks. Never, ever, under no circumstances. So I have a very well-defined set of rules when it comes to trading. Some rules I can be flexible with, such as the implied volatility, because the IV rank of Applied Digital is below 50%. So I made an exception to the rule. But in the case of penny stocks, I never, ever trade penny stocks. I don't like it because the volume is too low, guys. And that implies that, and I know that my good friend Alpha, is the master of penny stocks. So I mean, I mean, I have spoken with Alpha about this on multiple occasions, guys. So he developed a trading system that allows him to make very good money out of penny stocks. So very good for him, guys. Yeah, well done for Alpha, right? But I don't trade penny stocks. So I don't like it because the volume is too low. So most potential levels of support and resistance usually don't act as such because the volume is too low. So I don't like trading penny stocks. You know, unlike Alpha. Alpha's killing it with penny stocks. So keep an eye on his call out, right? But the stock was trading below $5, so I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't pull the plug here. We have a previous high here at $6. I don't know. I mean, maybe Big Bear AI consolidates tomorrow above $6, and this situation could be potentially attracting buyers, guys. That could be the case, and we can have higher prices here. Would I chase it here? Would I start the trade above $6? I mean, above $6, I could give it a shot. Maybe, because it would be trading above $5, and that implies that the volume, that the trading volume of Big Bear AI should be higher than usual. So maybe a potential process of consolidation above $6 could be attracting buyers into this technical chart. Say that we see profit taken again, guys. Keep an eye on the 5-day moving average, $4.80. It already acted as support. The 5 DMA is upward sloping. So it could be acting as support again if we happen to see a retest of that level. I am curious, guys, about an anchor VWAP in the case of BBAI from all-time highs. Let me go see. Let's go see that. Big Bear AI, let me see. So let me delete this anchor VWAP. This is no longer important. And let me display an anchor VWAP from all-time highs. What do we see here? Take a look. What a coincidence. $4.18, guys. So go figure. the average market participant that started a position on Bbai back on February 13th, at $10.28. Go figure, guys. So these guys were averaging down on their losing positions. So the average market participant from that all-time highs has an average price of $4.17. So this is positive. This is bullish, guys. Because if we reconcile this technical chart or that anchor VWAP with this 4-hour chart of BBAI, we can see that the 5-day moving average in white is coinciding with a previous level of resistance, and on top of that, this is slightly above the anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs. So that could represent, or that could be, a potential support zone for BBAI in case of a retracement, guys. $4.80 down to $4.30. So maybe Bbai could be bouncing back up from that level. It's possible. Yeah. By the way, guys, let me tell you something in case you're trading these kind of stocks. So Bbai and most of the stocks that you guys like are higher multiple stocks. Do you guys know what that implies? Most of you guys don't know, but I will tell you. Higher multiple stocks. I am talking about Palantir. I am talking about BBAI. I am talking about Sofi. I am talking about, I don't know, most of the stocks that you guys love. So there's a mechanical factor that helps these kind of stocks. That mechanical factor is the 10-year treasury yield, guys. Look. This gentleman here. Look. TNX. Yields. Interest rates. I don't know if you guys know, but most of the stocks that you guys love don't make any money. They don't make a profit. I mean, there are some exceptions to the rule, such as Palantir. But do you think that Bbai is making any money? So those are companies that are still in a speculative position from a financial standpoint. So these kind of stocks, guys, benefit from yields going down. You can also track TLT, Joel. Correct. That is 100% right. So if you guys are trading stocks such as Bbai or, I don't know, or Webull or... Come on, guys, help me out. I don't know. The stocks that you guys love. If the 10-year treasury yield is going down, this is positive. These kind of stocks are usually inversely correlated relative to bonds. Relative to bond yields. I mean, an easier way to show you guys this information would be TLT. This is a treasury bonds ETF. And you guys know that bond yields are inversely correlated relative to bonds. So when bonds go up, yields go down. So you can also use TLT. So say that TLT keeps going up, this is positive for these kind of stocks. Unless the markets enter into a recession, never if, but that's a topic for a different conversation. But for the most part, when yields go down, when TNX goes down, that benefits higher multiple stocks such as Bbai. Keep that in mind. There you go. Micron, yes, I was asked a lot of questions about Micron today, guys. And especially, I was being asked about the earnings report, which was a phenomenal report. Phenomenal. Impressive. Impeccable. So now the question is, what happened here? Why Micron killed it on earnings and the stock didn't go up? Why do you guys think that happened? And again, guys, the earnings report was phenomenal. And take a look at the algorithm reaction, guys. Once the report came out, this thing went on a tear. So the algos read the report and they immediately reacted in a positive way. Look. This thing went in a matter of seconds, guys, yesterday, after hours, from $127 up to $137. A $10 push to the upside. Baked in already, of course. Of course. Sure. Yeah. The stock has gone up a lot into the report. It was already baked in. So, for the most part, what happens when an earnings report is way better than expected, such as the case of Micron, but it was already priced in? The stock sells off. But that kind of dips, more often than not, end up being bought up. This dip, in regular market conditions, guys, in my opinion, and according to my experience, is going to be bought up because the report was phenomenal. It was very, but very, very, very positive. So I am keeping an eye, and I was told in the guys of my Patreon today about the 5-day moving average. As you guys know, I use a lot the 5DMA. The 5DMA is signaling as of now $125. And again, guys, I use a lot the 5DMA in order to try to determine who is in control of minor timeframes. So a potential process of consolidation of Micron above the 5DMA, 125, could be opening the door for a test of 130. Say that Micron loses the 5DMA, or say that the bulls of Micron cannot hold 125 as support. Keep an eye on 120. This is a previous level of resistance and a previous level of support as well. I was actually telling the guys of my Discord today to be a bit patient and wait for 120. I would be a buyer of this dip at $120 in regular market conditions. By the way, guys, something that didn't help Micron today was this. Look. So, let me pull up here a chart of Nvda. Let me see. So Nvda didn't do much today, guys. Look, it actually closed below the opening price. This stock is extremely important for SMH, for the ETF of semiconductors. Guys, if you are trading semiconductor stocks, you name it, Micron, Nvda, Taiwan, AVGO, you need to keep an eye on Nvda. Why is it? Because Nvda is a very heavy holding inside the semiconductor ETF, SMH. S as in Scott, M as in Mary, H as in Henry. So if a semiconductor stock looks good, looks bullish, but Nvda doesn't cooperate going higher, the ETF is an inconvenience for any other semiconductor stock in order to go higher. Nvda acts like an anchor. Did you guys know that? So I was keeping an eye on Micron today, but I noticed that semiconductor stocks and Nvda, more specifically, was very weak. And that is an issue for any semiconductor stock out there, guys, because Nvda is such a heavy holding inside the semiconductor ETF. I know that some of you guys are newies, and over time, because sometimes I get messages from you like, hey Albert, how can I know about the correlations in the markets? This is something that takes time, guys. But over time, you will get more familiar with these kind of correlations. If you're trading Taiwan or AVGO or Micron, you have to keep an eye on Nvda. Yeah. Yep. Sofi, my Blowfi. Let's go over to Sofi. And you guys didn't ask about Nvda. I'm surprised. That's okay. It's good. I'll take it. Going on a tear, guys. Wow, this is a very good looking chart. What's not to like here, guys? So Sofi went up today 4.29%, and it closed the trading session at $16.77. Hey, by the way, guys, What did I tell you about SoFi a few weeks ago? If you guys have been watching my streams week after week, I told you something that, by the way, I just mentioned a few minutes ago. What was that? Does anyone remember? I told you, keep an eye on this mechanical factor. I just told you guys about it. TLT, I told you. Remember? How about that, Aisha? Huh? What's TLT? Of course. SoFi benefits from lower interest rates. And the 10-year treasury yield is going down. That is positive for SoFi. SoFi, for the most part, benefits from TLT going up. Take a look. SoFi, TLT. Look. But again, guys, you need to get familiar with this kind of correlations. Take a look. Also going up, TLT. Look. So let me see if I can show you. Look. From here, this is on May 22nd. So from May 22nd, TLT, which happens to be a bond ETF, guys, has gone up 6% from May 22nd. Let's go see SoFi. Let's reconcile this information with SoFi. SoFi from May 22nd. May 22nd. Here it is. There you go. Look. SoFi has gone up 31%. Do you think this is a coincidence? There are no accidents nor coincidences, guys. So as long as TLT keeps going higher, that's bullish for SoFi, guys. We have a potential next gap to the upside up to $17. Previous level of resistance back from February 18th. This push to the upside is a bit extended. So I would be expecting sellers to give buyers a hard time up there at $17.17. But the chart looks bullish, guys. You know, above all the moving averages, an upward sloping 5 DMA. What's not to like here, guys? This is a very good looking chart. Yeah. Would I be chasing SoFi here? No, probably not. But what about a pullback down to this upward sloping 5 DMA? This could be a buy the dip opportunity, guys. $16. I would be a buyer of the dip there, more likely than not. Let's just put it that way. Joel, thank you for the spot on calls on the Pro Investor channel. Thanks, man. I follow you religiously on the Crazy Saint Discord. Awesome. Yeah. I'm glad to read that, man. That's what I am there for. Yeah, sure. Hey, by the way, for the members of my Patreon, remember, tomorrow at 3 a.m. we have a group call for the members of the Tier 2 at 3 p.m. Put that down on a sticky note. Yeah, 3 p.m. Unless, I don't know, they kill the tape and something unexpected happens and the VIX rises up to 30 points. But unless something unexpected happens, we have a group call tomorrow, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, so why? So no one has asked about Palantir. I'm surprised, guys. Yeah. Let me take a look at Google. Guys, when I trade Google, I trade GOOG, Alphabet Z. Do you guys know that we have two different tickers for Google? Do you guys know what's the difference, guys, between Google and Google L? Most of you guys know, right? Yeah, you should know. So whoever owns shares of GOOGL can vote on the shareholders meetings of Alphabet. Voting, correct. So, I mean, when I trade Alphabet, guys, I always pick GOOG, which is Alphabet C. I have full disclosure, guys. I have 100 shares of Alphabet C as of now. This chart is starting to look very good, guys. So as long as the bulls of Alphabet can hold the convergence of the 5 and the 20-day moving average as support at $173, we might see higher prices here, guys, coming up. Yeah. Say that 173 is broken to the downside, I would keep an eye on the convergence of the 5 and on the 100-day moving average at $169. This short is starting to look bullish. Yeah. And as of now, Alphabet is, this stock is lagging relative to the other Magnificent 7 stocks. It is 18% of the highs. Yeah. This is a lagger. Yeah. It is a lagger, no doubt about it. So, a potential process of consolidation of Google or of GOOG above $173 could be opening the door for a test of this previous level of resistance at $178. Yeah, this is a good looking short, guys. I mean, and hopefully it keeps going higher because I have a position on Alphabet as of now. Yeah, so I'm hoping for that. Let me go see the market structure of Google. Let me see the imbalance between buyers and sellers here. Let's go see. And come on, pull up. It's been a long day for me, guys. Look, the market structure isn't looking good, huh? Remember, this is a market structure short. So what you guys can see on top is the demand buyers, and at the bottom, the supply sellers. So the demand is going down, and the supply is going up. So we have to be careful here, guys. I don't like the market structure, the imbalance that we can visualize over there between buyers and sellers. So yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I didn't notice this before. So yeah, I mean, Google is at a very important spot here, guys, because the 20 DMA, the 20-day moving average, is signaling 173, but the 200 daily moving average is signaling 174. Big level, guys. So if this level breaks to the downside, I mean, don't be surprised if we see if Google pays a visit down to 169, but holding these, with Google being able to hold these two moving averages as support, $173 basically. Wow, this situation could be attracting buyers, but I would be careful taking into account at how the market structure of Alphabet looks as of now. I would be careful if Alphabet starts closing candles below 173. And lastly, let me take a look at anchor VWAPs for Google. GOOG. Let's go see. Yeah, pretty much out of the woods, guys. Yeah, take a look. An anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs is signaling as of now $166. So for the most part, the average market participant that started a position on Google at its highest price ever as of now has an average price of $166. That implies that if the bulls of Google, guys, can consolidate above 173, they could be off to the races, guys, because we don't have important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Google, guys. That situation could be a magnet for buyers. Yep. Tessie. Let's go see Tessie. So I saw that sales in Europe are collapsing, right? And that was not good news. But I don't know. This is a stock that trades pretty much based on the future, bro. And you don't understand Tesla, bro. So Tessie went down today 0.54%, and it closed the trading session at $325.78. It's starting to, this looks like some sort of non-academic bearish pattern. So, I mean, I wouldn't touch Tesla below the 5 DMA, guys. The 5-day moving average, $333. Say that Tessie pulls back, or say that buyers cannot recapture this 5-day moving average at $333, and we see more profit taken here. I would be curious about Tessie maybe being able to find support at the 200 DMA, guys, and $312, which is, by the way, coinciding with a previous level of support back from, this is back from June 17th, $310. Guys, in the case of Tesla, and this is the way that I've been trading this stock during many years, this is a momentum stock. So I rarely ever start trades on Tesla going down or paying a visit to a potential support zone. This is a momentum stock, guys. So ideally, when I open trades on Tesla, I want to see Tesla breaking a potential level of resistance to the upside and being able to consolidate above that level, because this is a momentum stock, guys. So I don't, for the most part, I've been trading Tesla bursting above levels of resistance rather than, trying to guess potential levels of support. But, teach your son. In my case, for me to go down Tessie, I would like to see it consolidating or being able to consolidate above $333. Yep. Let me go see the market structure of Tesla, of Tessie, TSLA. And what do we got here? Yeah, the market structure looks very good, guys. Remember, on top of this chart, you can see the demand buyers, and at the bottom, supply sellers. The demand is going up, and the supply is going down. So that could increase the likelihood for the bulls to be able to find support at the 200-day moving average at $312. But that could also be signaling that the bulls have a shot at recapturing the 5 DMA at $333. So yeah, that would be the setup that ideally I would be interested in trading in the case of Tessie. And I think, if I remember correctly, that Tessie might be out of the woods relative to anchored volume weighted average price lines. Let me see that. And this anchor VWAP comes from when? Oh, take a look, guys. $320. So an anchored volume weighted average price line that comes, guys, from the day of the presidential election. This was a very important date for Tesla, despite the fact that Elon ended up, having a falling out with President Trump. But take a look at how this stock skyrocketed from November 5th and on. So an anchor VWAP that comes from the very day of the presidential election is signaling as of now $320. And $320. Yeah, take a look at the spot. As I say, guys, there are no accidents nor coincidences. A wise man said that once. So take a look at the spot at which Tesla found support at yesterday, guys. $320. Right at the anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from the day of the presidential election, as you guys can see here. Again, guys, no coincidences. So this is a potential support zone from which Tesla could be bouncing back up. 320. But again, guys, when I trade Tesla, I prefer doing it on good momentum, right? And taking out levels of resistance to the upside. So my trade would be above 333, but keep an eye on 320. And right now, the 200-day moving average at $312 as potential levels of support. Let's go Dodgers. I mean, they are the champions, right? Yeah, of the Major League Baseball. Yeah, Circle, CRCL. Let's see. Yes, yeah. I mean, you guys were asking about the IWM. Yeah, let me take a look at the IWM first. And we are how long, guys? 59 minutes in. Okay. The IWM is about to maybe have a breakout to the upside, guys. It's about a breakout. It's about to have a bullish breakout, guys. Look at the 200-day moving average, guys. It is signaling as of now $215. In theory, the IWM could be affected in a negative or a positive way, depending on the case, with tomorrow's core PCE data report. Remember, that comes out at 8:30 a.m. But take a look, guys. If the IWM can consolidate above the 200-day moving average, which is the red line that I am pointing out with my mouse, it would be trading above all the moving averages, which is a situation that we don't see since since late January of this year, guys. This would be a potential bullish development. And take a look at how the bulls failed right at the 200-day moving average, guys, a few days ago. They were rejected in a very violent fashion. I would also add over here. So I don't know if the markets like the core PCE whatever bullshit report that comes out delivered by the cooks of the, what's the name of the LBS, is it? The BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics. So if the markets happen to like whatever the cooks deliver tomorrow, the IWM consolidates above $215, and there could be upside here, guys. Yeah, that would be very bullish. Say that it pulls back, maybe $212 could be a potential support zone at the upward sloping 5-DMA. Remember that the slope of a moving average is very important, and the 5-DMA is upward sloping. And if this 5-DMA is broken to the downside, I would also be curious about potential support at the 20-DMA, $210. Yep. So yeah, the IWM above the 200 DMA would be looking very bullish, in my opinion. Yep. Let me see if I can see any important anchor VWAP here in the case of the IWM. Take a look, guys. An anchor VWAP that comes from is that all-time highs? Is it? No. It's gonna be all-time highs, right? Is it? 21. Oh, so the IWM almost made a new all-time highs in November of last year, guys. Look. So an anchor VWAP that comes from that high that was almost an all-time highs for the IWM back from late November of last year is signaling as of now $208. And the IWM, the 200 DMA, is signaling $215. Guys, the IWM above 215, watch out, huh? Watch out here. Yeah, that would be very bullish. Circle, CRCL, let's go see. Guys, again, I mean, we didn't have a lot of technical reference here because this stock started trading in early June. Some traders don't trade stocks unless those stocks have been publicly trading for at least 6 months. So keep that in mind because we don't have a lot of technical reference here. But I use a lot the 5-day moving average. Circle consolidates above $227. And this situation could be potentially attracting buyers into this technical short. If that were the case, there's a first potential gap up to $247 and a second potential gap up to $264. So I will be careful below 229. And in the case that Circle keeps dropping, what about 165, guys? Look, this is a very I mean, this was a previous important level of resistance for Circle, or this is a previous important level of resistance for Circle because this stock failed right at this level on 2 occasions. Look, rejected at 166 on June 16th, and rejected at 166, 165ish on the next day, June 17th. So say that this thing keeps dropping, which could very well be the case. Why not? 165 could be a potential level from which Circle could be bouncing back up. But ideally, guys, and as I just said and told you about Tessie, this is a momentum stock, guys. I like trading these stocks when they burst above potential level of resistance, and I don't like guessing support potential levels of support here, guys. I mean, that's my style, at least. So yeah, there goes the circle analysis, guy. I gotta wrap it up. An hour. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go. It's been a long day for me, so you know, I already live streamed for the members of my Patreon in Spanish during 6 hours and a half, and I just streamed for you guys for an hour. It's been a long day, so thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and well, we'll see. What do you guys believe? That the S&P 500 is headed to all-time highs? Is that the case? That seems like the most likely scenario, right? Yeah. Andy, if you want to see the analysis of the SPY, which is it was not a very detailed analysis because there's not really much to say about the SPY, you can rewind the stream. Thank you, guys. Keep an eye on Apld and Amazon. Yeah. If Apld bears above $10.60, I think that the upside potential there is decent. Let's just put it that way. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Go grab a beer. That's what I'm about to do. Bye. Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye. Thanks.